Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the SCUF 40K live from UMG Dallas. Courage, joined by Bryce Tacular for a great championship Sunday, obviously brought to you by all of our great sponsors here this weekend. SCUF Gaming, BenQ, Control Freak, Pro Kits, G Fuel, and Operation Supply Drop. I know there's a raffle in the venue where you can win some great prizes from our wonderful sponsors.
And we're not going to delay any more. Big game going on.
We're already in the match.
We are.
Oh, we're already in the map.
It's Denial versus Epsilon. Big game going down, and we're going straight into it. It's Hardpoint on retreat.
Brycey, as this game gets started up, I have to ask, no bias here, because I know you have a personal love for Swanee and the EU folk. Who do you think takes this series? Predictions for map number 1?
Honestly, it's really difficult. You've got to ask yourself whether or not Epsilon's win yesterday was just something a little bit weird. I don't know. I wouldn't have picked it. They were playing like gods, to be perfectly honest with you. Denial have also looked shaky. I mean, Epsilon and Denial both looked shaky in the groups, but they had a great performance yesterday. I genuinely don't know who's going to take this because I can't tell how good they're going to be playing today. It's a completely new day, and you know, COD, it's all about on-the-day play. Absolutely.
Now, as we all know, right now in the Pro League Online, Denial sits at a perfect 4-0 as Hook picks up a nice 3-piece. And Epsilon is 0-5 last in the league. But on Thursday, Swanee said, we are a completely different team on LAN, and it shows. They took down Optic Gaming yesterday 3-0. Denial, on the other hand, beat returning Gods 3-0 to find themselves here in the Winners' Championship semifinal match.
And you can see right now, you can actually see Epsilon have started off very strongly. 29-6 on this first rotation now going towards Turtle. Who is going to lock this down first? It does look like it's going to be Denial.
Yeah, Temp is in such a strong spot here with this battle. He's going to get pushed from pool wall, but beautiful nades actually coming out of Royalty. Would have loved to have seen Slasher possibly even challenge that pool wall, get a kill, and then back up, continue to give them the numbers advantage. Right now, though, Epsilon's still in the lead by 12 seconds, but all 4 players of Denial wind up falling.
You see this, they're in great positions here. Swanee looking for the flank, going to cut down the players. Can he get it? Oh, runs out of bullets for it, but it will be picked up by his teammate. Big plays already from them, but it will go back in favor of Denial, who now hold the hard point. I think maybe Epsilon pushed out a little bit too far there.
Yeah, you can see Swanee and Royalty both pushed towards bottom jungle. That spawned the players close side on pool wall. They were easily able to break it just due to sheer numbers. But another nice break, Brycey, from Epsilon. It looks like they're doing just a better job overall of regaining control of the hard point.
Well, as you can see here, they have rotated now. The rotation is coming in. They're going to be looking for that cave spawn, so make sure they can keep flooding bodies through.
This is a big challenge right here from Swanee. Swanee going to challenge Temp. Temp putting shots down, both players weakening each other, but no one has yet to fall. You can see Slasher able to pick up the kill on Remy. Temp wants to sit back there all game long, continue to hold that spawn for his team. Nagafin challenges from the front. Hook takes him down. Hook is 12-6 already. 13-6.
Going to go down. Let's jump on board with Hook. He is doing some serious work. He's looking for Swanee. He's going to try and find him. Nagafin is there. He takes out Nagafin, looking for the 2-piece. He's going to keep going. Remy will eventually shut him down. But it is actually, the gap is closing, 57-35 as both of them fight for this lobby.
Brycey, I was talking to Replays prior to the series starting up. He said Slasher, Hook, and Temp, I believe, are 3 of the top 4 KDs at the event. They're absolute slaying gods. And even Replays has about a .99. He said, hey, if I can sit right around there while getting in the objective, we will be right where we need to be in regards to playing on this championship Sunday.
Well, here comes the rotation. Royalty is looking for the cut to see if he can take down anybody here, but it does look like it's going to be Denial who get the rotation kills and will lock this one down to begin with. Realistically, they just want to try and get as many points here as possible and look for a good rotation to the last hill. We know and we've seen before, locking down that last hill is money hill.
Temp is in a solid spot here to put some fire down on the players beginning to push from jungle. Swanee challenges, but Temp absolutely rips him in half. And what just happened right there was Epsilon began to pinch from all different sides of the map. They had 1 player coming from jungle, 2 down mid-stairs, and 1 through the back dub area. Replays picked up a 2-piece. Temp won his gunfights he needed to as well. And because of that, Denial take the lead.
Here comes the push, though. It's going to be Epsilon coming in. Remy's going to challenge him, but no. Team fire coming in to take them down. Swanee's on the long, as you can see. Just trying to hold this down and get the kills, but you can actually see Denial have taken the lead here. This has been a fantastic hold of Hill 4. Not able to push them out. Eventually, looks like it will be Epsilon to get the scrap time, but it's all about this rotation.
I would argue that hard point of every map is Denial's best hard point. They have such a perfect team to hold that down, whether it's replays, challenging the dub stairs with his ASM1, Hook staying alive inside the hill or pushing out spawns, and then Temp and Slasher laying down fire from long range. It is an absolute perfect setup, and it now reflects in the score. Replays in control of Attic.
Remy there actually flanked himself. He jumped out of the hill, went all the way around. Didn't really work out for him. Only got one kill. He was trying to open it up a little bit for his team to come back in a pinch. Nagafen will go up and jump up. He's looking for Slasher as well. He has teammates now starting to back him up. Slasher will take him down before he can do anything. Remy drops as well. Swanee now jumping in the hill. Swanee gets one. Just not enough pressure to push out Denial.
Brycey, I'd love to hop on board with Nagafen here. He's 8 and 19. He was a major reason why Epsilon was able to take down OG 3-0 yesterday. He had one of the most disgusting three pieces at bottom Eskies in that Biolab Hardpoint. Right now, sitting at 9 and 19, he needs to heat up if Epsilon wants to take game number 1.
Yeah, like I said, even Optic was saying just how well he played yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Almost untouchable, but he's going to go, and he's going to go down. Like I said, he's just not getting, any kind of string of kills.
Yeah, that's actually a perfect way to put it. It's kind of just chaining them together. You hear players say that a lot. They'll wind up spawning up, they'll get a kill, then they'll die. They'll never really get the momentum in their favor. When a player can then go on a 4, maybe a 5 streak and really begin feeling out the map and feeling his shot, that is when they'll begin to heat up. Obviously, this is the first match of the day. It's a nice early morning here in Dallas, Texas. Maybe that is affecting him, but right now, Denial still in the lead.
It does seem to me like maybe Epsilon aren't firing all cylinders this morning. I see them missing a lot more shots than I was actually expecting. Except for Remy, who's just got in. He's currently on a 2-streak. Let's jump on board with him. 8 caps so far as well, and he's positive by 2. It's the only one really dropping the slaying power for these guys. I mean, Swanee's doing his job. But, I mean, this is not the team that played Optic yesterday, in my opinion.
Oh, and it's tough because Naga right now is using that bow, and it's kind of up to Swanee to have to take down Slasher and Temp from range, which, I mean, Temp, one of the best breakout bow players up there with Octane in the last few months, and then Slasher, who's been so consistent with that bow all through AW. Remy, though, doing a great job for Epsilon, playing this objective, 10 captures, positive 3. He's trying to stay alive inside the hill.
And now Temp's just going in. He's looking for it. Swanee will shut him down mid-air, though. Hook now pushing us in as well. And like I said, I believe the slaying is in favour of the guys in Denial. You can see it every single time they go in the hill. Every time we jump on board with an Epsilon player, they're losing the 50-50 gunfights.
Yeah.
Just not able to really get it done.
And honestly, Epsilon can easily come back and win this game, but it comes down to the crucial gunfights. They're only down by 35 seconds, but Brycey, they're getting outslayed by 20 kills at the moment, and you're seeing that in Hook, positive 10, Slasher, positive 9. Those are 2 players who completely can dictate how the game is played with Slasher's bow from range and Hook's ASM1 from close range.
Swanee was saying yesterday, he's still unsure. He was happy with the Optic Gaming win, but he said this is nothing. He said a lot of people are overhyping this. It's only top 6. We've got a big tournament left to go, and you know what? I'm going to keep my team pumped up. It's all about momentum for us. It's all about attitude. Right now, doesn't seem to be working.
The first few hills, Epsilon was doing a fantastic job of breaking, of getting control of those spawns. What we just saw right there was Temp push out that rock area with the help of his teammates. They completely cut everybody down. So the first 15 seconds of this hardpoint as well, Brycey, are going right to Denial. They almost have a full 1-minute lead.
Yeah, it does seem like every single hill we're now seeing, it's just the slaying power coming in from Denial is a lot better than anything from Epsilon that they can muster. You see, again, they've cleaned the hill out once more. There's another 23 seconds here, and I wouldn't even put it past Denial to actually take every single one of them.
And you know what the scary thing is? They're going to that bottom dirt bar area where Denial absolutely blew them out in the first rotation. Expect to see that again here soon.
Well, you see that now the rotation will be coming in. They're actually going to lose the scrap time as there is a player walking in as well. But here we go. This is the rotation. Realistically, Epsilon want to have any chance of doing it. They have to try and bring it back to as neutral as possible.
Like Temp winning that gunfight on Dub stairs right there completely shuts down Remy from getting the aggression on the hard point. And you can see the entire kill feed now lighting up blue. Temp actually took down Hook. That is a big game changer for Epsilon to try to break this hill.
We're on board with Swanee at the moment, who's just going Overwatch. He's just sitting long range, picking them off as much as possible. But even with him doing this work, his teammates just can't get enough pressure in to hold it.
They just can't break in, and it's because Temp is more than content with sitting in bottom gym and just laying down fire. Now he's going to rotate. They have no idea he's here. First blood getting struck there on Nagafen. Hook trying to break this hill.
Slasher goes down as well, on board with Temp, and so he's going to go for one last push here before they rotate the money hill. Epsilon need this scrap time, which could hurt their rotation. But Remy's going to go for it as well. He's looking for this. Can he make the rotation kills? They need a big play here, Epsilon. They're so far behind going into the last hill.
They got the scrap time, but unfortunately for them, this hill rotates in 2 seconds. They have one player inside Art. That's Nagafen getting that first blood. They need to contest Attic right away. Big break coming out of Epsilon, down by 32 seconds
Swanee, that
with
could
just
be a big
43
kill.
seconds remaining.
They're flooding it in. They need an almost perfect hold, though. This could be too much. Remy's going to be in there, challenging everywhere. Take that hook. This is a big push here from Epsilon.
This is the break from Denial coming in right now. 4 players beginning to pinch.
Swanee.
Swanee is last alive.
He was already tagged
Slasher
up.
challenges the back stairs. They're in control of the hill, and that's going to do it. In the final moments, Epsilon began to show some life, but it was too little too late. A dominating performance from the big slaying trio of Denial. 40 and 32 from Hook. 37 and 24 from Slasher, 36 and 26 from Temp. That is all you need out of those 3 players to take any Respawn game mode.
It's one of the things that's actually been said about Epsilon in the past. That people have been worried about their consistency more than just about anything.
Yeah.
And for me, Nagafen, Roddy didn't really bring up the slang that they needed to. And I may have actually hurt them in the long run. You saw here, every single hill we were talking about it. They don't seem to be able to be pushing in. They're losing the 50-50 gunfights they need. There was so much more pressure from the guys on Denial than there was Epsilon.
Brycey, Nagafen, 19 and 40. Royalty, 22 and 39. Remy and Swanee did all they could. Really just 2 players not playing to their full potential. Epsilon, the fact that they were even close in that game, Brycey, to the final hardpoint and had a chance to win shows a lot to how much objective they're really playing, because they're just selflessly hopping in that hardpoint. You can see 15 captures and 10 captures, but at the end of the day, you need to find more kills on the map. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. When we come back, Recovery, Search and Destroy. Stay tuned.